Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have something I'm really excited about. I'm going to be doing a review on what my thoughts are on my Keurig 2.0 and my Nespresso VertuoLine machine. Now, if you've been following me on YouTube or Snapchat and even Instagram, you'll know that I've been talking about these two machines, especially on my new virtual Nespresso. What I wanted to do is I've been getting lots of questions, and I really wanted to break it down on what I think are the pros and cons of each of the machines, what I like about both, what I think is kind of lacking in both, because there's always pros and cons, and what would I recommend. So I'm going to break it down and try, and this video is not sponsored, this is my own, because I've gotten so many questions, especially on this machine here, because a lot of people do own the Keurig. This is the newer line Keurig, and this is the newer line of the Nespresso. So let's break it down. Hope you enjoyed the video for what it is, just my thoughts and views and opinions on what I think makes both of these machines great, and what makes both of these machines maybe a bit of a whatever you want to take that as. So I'm going to start with the Keurig and go from there. Okay, so this is my new Keurig 2.0. It's the 200 series. I had a different one. I had the 250. I'm sorry, I can't remember, because I had to get rid of that because it wasn't a great Keurig. It was good, I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite, and then it ended up dying after 2 years, blah, blah, blah. But Derek has got me this new one, and I absolutely love it. It's a lot sleeker than what my old Keurig was, and I actually will show you what it looked like, and you'll see the difference between the two. It was silver, and it took up a bit more room on my countertop. And what I love about this one is that it is smaller and it is sleeker than my old Keurig. And I find that the hot water, I don't have to press and hold. If I just want hot water, this thing is amazing for that. I don't have to press and hold the button for the hot water. If I want it, it actually lets me know how much water do I want to dispense, and I like that. So one of the pros that I find with a Keurig, so I want to just talk about that, is that you turn it on, which is great, but it takes quite a while to heat up. So my Keurig, I don't keep it turned on when I'm not using it, it's off, but I find this thing takes quite a long time, and you can hear it, it's heating up. And I just find this takes quite a long time, so I have to do this kind of ahead of time, or if you keep yours on all the time, maybe don't run into this. But I always turn mine off when it's not in use, because I don't use it every day, I use it every other day. But this part I kind of find, it's just nitpicking it, but that it does take a while to heat up. So when I just want hot water, I love that I can just lift to begin. Then I can dispense hot water. From here, I could say continue. And then here, I love that I can actually select how much hot water. And usually I'll do a cleansing cycle after a couple brews of coffee, just to get any coffee grounds or whatnot. And then I'm not going to do that at this point because I've already done a cleansing cycle, so I'm just going to cancel that. But then you're back to where if you just wanted to do a brew, like just to brew your cup of coffee or hot chocolate or whatnot. So I really love the feature of just having instant hot water. Now, what I also love about the Keurig is finding inexpensive and yummy K-cups all over in many, many different stores. That's what I love about the Keurig, is you can find them pretty much anywhere online, any retailers, and they will have it. And one of my favorite places to go is to Winners and to Coffee Corner. And I love that at Winners, I can usually pick up a box of these ones, 18 for $7.99, which brings it to around 42 cents a cup, which is really inexpensive. So this this is one of my favorite brands of coffee, and I love that. I can find these very inexpensive, and then I do recycle all of my K-cups, and I think that's really important. They also have the reusable cup holders that you can put your own coffee in, and do that as well if you don't want to go into the single K-cups like this. But this machine as well, what's nice about it is you can use the carafe that I do have from my own machine with this. Now, a thing I'm, a little con, I guess, with this one is that the water tank is smaller. It's significantly smaller than other Keurigs. So that's another con, I guess you could say. I can usually, my old machine, I could put about 1 liter of water. It would hold that, no problem. This one doesn't hold that much, so I have to put water in a little bit more frequently. Another thing that you have to do that I don't like is that there is a filter system that is in the back where the water is, that you have to change every 60 days. That does add up the costs of the filters. You do have to descale the machine. So with both of the machines, you do have to maintain them, and that's something, they are an investment, and you have to clean and maintain, change the filter on the Keurig, but you really have to maintain them, and that's really, really important. Even though I did maintain my Keurig, I kept it clean, it broke after 2 years, and I was really disappointed, and this is going to be my second shot at a Keurig. If this one breaks down in less than 2 years or whatever, I am not going to get another Keurig. I was really unhappy with the customer service of Keurig. There's a 1-year warranty on it. Mine was 2 years, and I reached out to them, and they never were willing to help me. And I was really disappointed in the customer service aspect. It did dissuade me. Derek still got me a Keurig, and I love it, don't get me wrong, but there's lots of different models out there that I've heard work better, and the customer service is amazing. So this is my second shot at a Keurig. If this one goes in a couple years, I am not replacing it with a Keurig. I will get something else, because I was really disappointed that a machine breaks down after 2 years, which I don't think that should happen. That's my opinion, and I found that was a con hugely of the Keurig line, is breaking down, and I've heard similar stories of that. I love the selection of a Keurig, and the Keurig cups that you can get is amazing. Like, they have inexpensive ones that I can get peppermint tea of Walmart's, their brand of tea. I can get name brand like Torani. I can get the Evoluo brand, which is quite inexpensive. The Van Holt's, they are one of the more expensive coffees to get, Twinings tea and whatnot. But I love the variety of teas, hot chocolates, coffees, whatnot that you can get with Keurig. That's the thing I love about it. And I also love different storage options that you have. So I have this generic style one that was picked up at Walmart. They do have the Keurig brand drawer system, but this one works really great. And then I also have the Keurig brand carousel. So I like to have both, because I like to have a variety of K-cups on hand. So overall, I love my Keurig. Now here is my Nespresso. What I love about this machine is how slick it is. Now this is the VertuoLine model that I have. So from what I understand, it's one of the newer lines that has come out recently. They have other models like the Keurig, but this is their newer one. So from my research I've done, the older or the other Nespressos are like a espresso based coffee, where the Nespresso is an infusion line of being able to have coffee and espresso. You can make lattes. You can buy accessories such as the foam milk frother, which this package actually came with, and I will show you that in a moment. So there's a lot of neat things that I love about this is the milk frother that came with my Nespresso. So I've used it only once. I accidentally overfilled it because I didn't realize inside there's a maximum fill line of coffee or creamer or whatever. Oops. So I've yet to really play around with this, but it's pretty nifty. It just plugs in, which I think is fantastic. I absolutely love that. And then you just put your milk or creamer in there, and then you just press this button, and then it whips it up, warms it up, and makes it so you could make lattes or warm up your cream or milk or whatever. So I haven't really used this a lot, but it does have the little pour spout as well, and you can see the little frother thing inside. Now with the Nespresso, I keep mine turned off, and the nice thing about this is you press that button and it turns on. And you'll see it, sorry guys, you'll see it flashing there, and I'm trying to capture that it's showing that it's heating up. I'm sorry, my camera is, so that means it's ready to go. Did you see that? That took less than 20 seconds and it's good to go. So that right there means when it's solid, you're ready to brew a cup of coffee. Around maybe 20 seconds. 15-20 seconds, and you're good to go. I think that is fantastic. So I'd say the nice thing about this is it heats up within seconds. So if you want it instantaneously, if you're that impatient, that's something to keep in mind, is that automatic heat up. Now the other nice thing about this machine is after, I'd say about a minute of non-use, maybe it's less because I haven't hung around my machine, this will turn off automatically. Now that is fantastic. You don't have to push the button. It stays like this till you brew your coffee or espresso, and then it will just turn off for you. Now the thing I love about this machine is that it has a really good size water reserve tank on the left hand side, so it easily stores a liter of water. That is fantastic. The other awesome thing about this machine is that it has built-in storage for your capsules, which I love. So you can see I have quite a few here, and then I have a couple extra. I absolutely love that it stores about 25, 30 of them on this side, and I think that's pretty amazing. I love it. I love that it has built-in storage. So if you wanted to buy extra, which is what I did here, and I'll talk about that in a moment, you can certainly do that, because I like to have a lot of coffee on hand. I'm really strange that way. I just like to have a variety. Call me crazy, but I like to have lots of storage for like for coffee. It's very strange. I don't know why, but I do. But I really love that it has this. I think it's very sleek. The nice thing also about my Nespresso is that it has this adjustable bottom plate. So if you're doing espresso and you have that type of little cup like this, look at that. Isn't that cute? I picked this up at Sears on sale, but that fits perfect for a little size cup of espresso. And I love that. I think, you know, and you can do different, there's 3 different slots, and it just easily slides in place. And this is actually metal, which I think very sturdy. It's very well made, and I'm really impressed with how sleek this is. Now, the thing with Nespresso that I find is a huge con of this is finding the coffee that's easily accessible. Now you have to, the only place I was able to find coffee for this particular machine was on the Nespresso website, and I saw some on Amazon, but the selection wasn't great. So I was really disappointed that I could not find any coffee for this machine in stores. No retailers carry coffee where I live for this machine. K-Cups wasn't a problem. That's a huge issue for me because I don't want to necessarily always pay shipping and handling for coffee. I've never done that. I've always just gone into the store and bought my coffee. So that is a bit of a and something I will have to get used to. On is that this particular machine, the coffee is double the price of a Keurig. This is this one retails for $1.20 per capsule. So that's $1.20 a cup. Whereas I can get up to 44, I guess starting around 42 cents a cup up to 66 cents and higher. Well, mostly 66 cents is usually the highest I'll pay. So this is in essence double the price for a cup of coffee. It's still less money than going out to Starbucks or Tim Hortons or whatever coffee house, because the Nespresso does do specialty types of coffees, but that is something else to keep in mind, that you will be paying more money and that you will have to have this shipped to your house. I couldn't find any in my retailers, and when I went to Bed Bath & Beyond, into the actual store, they say they don't actually carry the coffee. They carry K-cups, but not the coffee, and I was instructed in order to get any of this, I have to go on Nespresso's website itself. Little disappointed in that. The selection isn't as great for coffee as what a K-cup Keurig is. They do have flavored coffees, not as many, and that's my favorite thing. But if you like espresso, if you like regular coffee, you'll love that aspect. And but they don't have as much variety, so that was another little bit of a con. But the few that they had a total of 6 different varieties of flavored coffees, where compared with Keurig, I could find umpteen different kinds of coffees, like flavors on top of regular flavors. And the Nespresso is a coffee and espresso based machine, so you can't do tea, you can't do hot chocolate with it. I found that I haven't been able to do straight water with it, so that's a little disappointing. But that's not what this machine is intended for. So it's nice to have the Keurig for instant hot water, but it would be nice to have that in a feature with this, but I understand, I guess, why they don't. So that is something to think about as well, to actually insert a pod. This one I ordered is banana bread. Yummy, yummy. They do have very pretty packaging on their capsules, which I think is pretty cute. You would just, this is to unlock it. It just goes up. You would just set it in here, and then you would push this down. I don't want to do that because I don't want to brew a cup of coffee. And then this, I'll just show you, I'm going to remove that. It actually, when you're brewing a coffee, it would actually come out here. Just be careful you don't poke yourself, but then you just it removes the capsule for you from here, and you remove it. So it's really nice. It removes the pod, the capsule for you, but just to shut it, you can just do it that way, and then you just turn it to the left, it locks in place, and then you just press the button and it brews the coffee. Regular coffee brews just under 8 ounces, and the espresso is just under 4. Now I like 10 ounces of water, so what I do is when it brews the initial coffee, I then actually just press and hold this, and I keep the capsule in there, and then it allows me, I just press and then it dispenses, and then I just eyeball it for how much extra water I want to put in there, and then I just press the button and stop, and then it just stops automatically, and then I just set it in place, and then it will turn off by itself. And the other nice thing about this machine is there's no water filter in the machine as well. So for maintenance requirements, you do have to descale it like you would a Keurig, but you don't have to change any filter. So you do save some money with having to do that every couple months, or depending on how often you brew a cup of coffee or whatnot. So that is really nice about this. The other thing that I was a little disappointed was the storage system that you can buy additionally for your Nespresso VertuoLine column. So it stores up to 30 of the capsules, and the little stand I will show you, to me, is expensive and not worth the money. Although it looks kind of sleek, I'm disappointed in kind of how much this thing was. I had a credit, so I was able to not have to pay for it. Would I pay $25 for this? No, I'd be very disappointed in it, but I had a credit and I just decided to get it to have extra storage. So I'll just show you how it actually goes in there. It comes with 3 of these slots, and then when you get your 10 pack, it slides in place like that. So you need to, like, to me, and the only reason I figured that out is there's like this arrow showing you which way it's to go. There's no directions. I had to figure out by looking at a picture, and then it just slides between the two spots, and then you have that, and then you just pull out your cup and your capsule, and there you go. It doesn't turn. I'm kind of disappointed in that it doesn't turn. I just really don't think this is worth $25. I don't know. This is the paper from the store. I don't know. I just was thinking these were actually, looking on the website, I thought this was plastic black slot things attached, and that these just slid in. Because I just think putting this paper that it comes in here just looks kind of, I don't know. It looks okay. I don't think for this plastic thing is worth $25. That's just my opinion. I don't know. If I had to pay for that, I wouldn't have been too happy, to be honest. But give it to Keurig that I think they have a better storage, except for the Nespresso has an awesome built-in storage that way. So I'm kind of on the fence about the storage for the Nespresso because it does have a built-in for that. So the extra one, I don't really care for that much. The other thing I want to touch on, if you own a Keurig, you know what I'm talking about, so you know about this, is that they have some type of filter in the K-Cup. And a lot of the ones that I buy have this removable one like this that just fits inside. And I recycle both of them. They're plastic, and some of them have a paper filter that's attached, and I remove that. And then the coffee grounds. Now the Nespresso capsule comes with like this half moon, and then they have the barcodes underneath. That's how it reads it. And it's made out of tin, out of metal. And then it has this kind of top part on it. And when you take it out, there's holes perforated all around. So I removed that, and then there's actually no filter built in at all. There's no filter at all in the capsules for this line of coffee. So it's just the coffee grounds and the capsule. That is it. So I found out that there's no filtering system whatsoever. So you are getting a very strong, a very flavorful coffee with this VertuoLine. So guys, that's kind of an in-depth review. I think it was, I'm sorry if it was a long video, but I really wanted to share with you what my thoughts are of the two machines and go into pros and cons of them, and then you can be the judge of which one you like better. Perhaps you're like me and you like both machines. I do, for the most part, love my Keurig. I was just disappointed with I'm disappointed that it wore out after 2 years, my old one, and that the customer service sucked. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know about the Nespresso because I haven't run into that because it's a new machine. So I guess I'll find out if I ever have, if I have issues with it. So overall, I love both machines. I like to have different kinds of coffee. I like the Keurig to have teas and hot chocolates and hot water. I love that. That is what I love about the Keurig, is the variety and the ease to be able to select what I want and find the variety of coffees and teas and all of that I like very easily, and pretty much at any retailer, as well as very affordable. I love that. Now the Nespresso I love because it's pretty sleek looking. It's got a lot of awesome points to it, that the coffee is amazing. It is stronger. I'm going to tell you right now, the difference in the taste of the coffee is like night and day. It's more intense, it's more aromatic and flavorful. I will give it that. So it gets a little bit, when you're not used to that, it's a little bit, it can be, whoo, when you first taste the coffee, which is what happened with me the first time, and getting used to it being much more stronger. And from what I've understand reading kind of about the machine, that's the intention, that it's an experience that when you drink the coffee, you are getting the coffee. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it's an amazing machine. It's designed for a different way to drink coffee, to have lattes and to have that kind of experience. I don't know how else to describe it, but there's definitely a difference between these two machines and the type of coffees that they have, and that you can decide. So I love both. I think they're both amazing, but they do have cons that, you know, and you just have to decide. If you were going to pick and choose, which one would you do? I'm not going to tell you which one you should choose over the other. I'll let you decide. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and just take it for what it is. Me just enjoying coffee every day, and that I can have a variety, and that I'm so blessed that Derek has gifted me with both of these machines. And I really hope you have enjoyed this video for what it was, and that it has answered some of the questions that you may have had about either one, or if you're on the fence about either of them as well. So any questions or comments, please leave them below for me. Thank you very much for stopping by, and if I have any new subscribers, thank you for coming and watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. I love interacting with you guys on my other social media as well, but I really do appreciate those who take the time to watch my videos, leave comments, and interact with me. So thank you very much, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.